What I want to do is I want to lay out sort of a jig that I can use to copy each one of these fans. They're all going to be identical. So let's go over to my little work table here and see how I can do that. I want to copy this triangle right here, the one that I drew, because that's the fan that I want to build. So if I take my framing square and I set it up on this board and I go to 6 and 7/16, 6 and 7/16, just like that. That's really what I'm looking for. Now if I were laying this down, I'd just clamp this bad boy flat, just like that, and I would take a couple of pieces of trim. Yep. Okay. Okay. Got that. Now get that other short little piece here. Okay. And essentially we can do that.
Just like that?
Yeah, just shoot that in. Keep it out of the way, yeah. Okay. Now this is the center of that radius. So what I want to do is figure this out. Now, if we look at that sun that I built, now this is, I'm going to put it up backwards, right? So that's the outside, but really the radius I'm going to cut to is this inside one. So that's the measurement that I need to work off. Whatever I had rabbited out the back there, I don't remember offhand what I did. It's 4 1/8. So what I need to do is take my dividers. I'm going to take a compass and I'm going to set it at 4 1/8 of an inch. Get this pretty precise. Actually, you got to get it really precise. Set it at 4 1/8 of an inch and set it right here. And what I just marked, this is where that sunburst is going to hit. Right here. So if I take a piece of my sunburst material, which I'm going to use some 3/8 inch PVC, this is Versatex, and I set it in here. Actually, I could mark it if I wanted to. I could take my compass. You'll see what I'm trying to do. I could just mark each one of these. So that's the radius that I need to cut off of that. If I follow this line from here to here, it's going to be that perfect 15-degree fan. So I made a template that's going to make this much easier. So everybody followed how I laid that out? Okay, you got it? All right, it's like a cooking show. This is what I made. Essentially, that's how I laid it out. And if you take a look, when I cut this, there's the radius. I cut that little radius so that my fan's going to fit right in here. That's that 15-degree angle. And I'm going to set this up and use it as a guide or a template that'll allow me to cut each one of these fans. I put a set of stops on so that when I set my guide up here, it would run perfectly along the edge of that top frame. Let me adjust the depth first. And what I'll do is I'll just run this right along. And the nice thing about it too is the dust extraction. So there's one. And since I'm really cheap, turn around and use the other side. You do that with the Versatex. Wow. I'm only going to be taking off like a little less than 1/16 of an inch. Try that one with your circular saw. This saw is not going to have any trouble doing it. Perfect. So now I have my two little sunburst fans. What I want to do is get the radius on the end. And we're just going to cut that little radius on the end. Because we cut that out with a jigsaw originally. So there we go. Just get that little tiny radius in there and then run all of them through that same jig. So now I've got the radius. I'm not sitting here with a jigsaw trying to fit each one. So all of them are going to be matching.